scoot us over here. Hold on, Mom. I'm ready to get us right. Just let me move us over here. What up, what up, what up? V, what up? Alright, y'all can see the TV, right? What up, V? What up, too? Keep the stories rolling, my G. No question, bro. No question, man. We just getting started, bro. You a vet with the storytelling, man. I appreciate that. See you ever. Listen, man, I just thank y'all for staying locked in with me, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. We just getting warmed up, bro. We taking this V crime, V mob stories with V Empire we taking this shit to the pinnacle, yo. We taking this to the pinnacle. All right, let the notifications get out real quick. Everything situated. All right, hold on, mob. If they ain't see the episode tonight, let me throw that on real quick. Just something to hold us over real quick while I get situated. What up, what up, what up? All right, the battery was going dead. My fault, y'all. Bro. Alright, what up, y'all? My bad. We up there here, man. What it do, what it do, what it do, y'all? I'm ready to go grab let me grab my soda real quick. I wanted to put the episode on. What y'all feel about all this shit that's going on with Lil Meech, y'all? What y'all feel about this? And this is what I mean, man. I hope this is a prime example of leaving the streets alone, man. Connected, what up? Let's go. So now, y'all, today we going deep inside of Jessup Correction, man. Now, if you know anything about Jessup, it's one of the worst penitentiaries, man. It's one of the worst prisons. Now, we got a couple of spots down here. Anytime you incarcerated, don't get it twisted. All that dudes be talking slick. Oh, man, you only did X amount of time, man. I was booked for, if you have ever spent time inside of a cell, if you have ever took your liberty, your time, your freedom away from you, you were part of the struggle. Don't let nobody take no different. But we got some penitentiaries down here, man, that dudes ain't playing, you get what I'm saying? And what I've learned from serving my time in and out, whatever the case may be, is, man, some of the most dangerous dudes are the most humblest and the most wise. Then some of the most self-attended dudes is the ones that's loud and they fake wicked and wild outside on the street. So now, right, this story take place in, I believe, 2006 in Jessup Correction. Now, we got the little dude, Razor. Now, Razor, he a West Side superstar, outstanding member, one of the main guys for real, but he caught up in this vicious little drug war. Man, it's a bloody beef going on between the East Side and the West Side right now. But it's not everybody. It's just between two of these specific organizations. But they bumping head. I'm talking about they really getting it on in the streets. I'm talking about bodies is falling, bullets is flying. Dudes ain't doing no playing. Now, you gotta understand when it comes to street politics, it comes to beef, just like anything else in life, man, it's a chain of command and it's levels of different things. Meaning, you might got two dudes that's beefing, but they bluffing for real. They just really trying to quote unquote make a name, make a reputation. So they basically chose each other being the weakest and the least on the totem pole. Again, you got the type of
All right, Ma, we back.
these type of boys that are weak dudes ain't playing. They catch you out of bounds.
All right.
You and get.
Yo, man, how you feel about the shorty who and the woman at the McDonald's in Detroit? Damn, I ain't even know nothing about that, bro, for real. Bro, that just go to show you how far we have gotten from, you know, like the streets is watered down, man. This shit ain't even the same no more. And like I say, the shit was never cute, slick, or glorified, but it was a time in day and era where it was principle, honor, code. Like, it was certain shit you just knew not to do. It was certain shit that you knew if you cross this line, man, you gonna get your hand tapped. Nowadays, yo, the roles of the streets are reversed. The young niggas is in charge. The older dudes is washed up. They ain't never did nothing. They not accomplishing the shit that the young dudes is already, you know, knocking off they list. So it's like they don't got nobody to listen to, and the dudes that they do got to listen to, they not listening to because they don't respect them. So it's crazy out here, yo. Doing that to a woman at McDonald's, like, come on, man. Like, what you really getting up out of that shit? You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I say, man, we gotta make a change, bro. Something gotta change. Something gotta give. But then again, it go back to everybody wanting to be tough. Everybody want to be tough, bro. Everybody, for some reason, want to be known or looked at as a gangster. Instead of just being looked at as a man, being looked at as a woman, an adult, a stand-up, good human being, they always got to take it further. They always want to add gangster elements into shit that don't even need it. Yo, P, what it do? Like, come on, man. We got to really get better, man. Everybody hit the subscribe button. Everybody hit the like button. Support the platform, man. We kicking it. What I missed? Oh, man, we was talking about, CL said a young dude had robbed an elderly woman at McDonald's in Detroit. I'm like, yo, that shit crazy, bro. Like, look at what gangster is now. Like, look at what the crimes are now. Motherfuckers robbing elderly women at McDonald's. Like, what happened to going out on the corner, earning, hustling? Like, you know, if you had to rob a motherfucker, it was for the greater good of the team, the block, the family, to benefit you. Come on, yo, we doing petty shit. Then a motherfucker be over to jail, some wild shit happened to him, and he looking for sympathy. No, that's your karma. Oh, shit, damn. Well, Baltimore go, yay, Quan. Look at that, look at that. Come on, y'all, stop playing, man. If y'all want y'all shit sitting on them 18s this summer, man, y'all better tap into that V-Mob Fitness, man. That's about a 13-incher right there, man. Imagine dropping that hammer on a nigga. But I mean, oh man, that's even crazier, yo, because look at what Stressor do. You know, she probably showing up to work every day, boss on her back. She just trying to do the best that she can, probably a single mother if she had kids, you know, or if she's not a single mother. Just her working at McDonald's, it ain't the best situation. So it's like, man, you gotta understand, yo, like when you pushing the motherfucker to the limits, man, when you pushing the motherfucker to that edge, man, and we gotta start checking on people, man, genuinely asking the motherfucker, you okay, man, how you feel, because you never know what somebody going through up top. Yanni, what it do? Trust, what up, baby? Hold on real quick, Mark.
This was the type of beef that was going on between Razor and the other organization. So by the time Razor, he active in the street for real, he dropping bodies, but he also knee deep into the robbery game. Now, he knee deep into the robbery game because he also take hits while being caught up in this turf war, but he got a vicious snack, had the meaning he done started off messing with the perps, and it made his way and escalated into him, you know, pumping the raw heroin up him. So now, all the money that he do get, as fast as it's coming in, is going out, but during this time, he's so caught up in this war and he's active in this war, he's not getting paid for the dudes that he knocking off, because it's like you part of the family, so you don't get paid for family beef. You get paid for like jobs from if somebody else hired you to go ahead and crack somebody, that's a job. But you being a part of this organization and we at war with somebody, you just in it because you part of the family. So now he do his little robberies on the side to make money to support his habit. He ends up getting knocked off one day, robbing a little stash spot. As soon as he come outside, police just so happen his luck. They driving down the street, they see a man running out of the house, masked up, armed up. Whole time they jump out the car, they let off 2 rounds, they hit him in the leg, put him down, weapon fall. They grab him up. Now they grab him up for the pistol and they charge him for a robbery because he got money in the bag. So they ends up putting 2 and 2 together. But in the meantime as well, they up too. But they all go through the system for real. Will Razor end up catching 15 years. So now he get a 15-year bid. Of course, he gets sent to justice correction. He on his way up the road. He get a JCI, so now it's ball game for real. But what a lot of dudes don't realize, and I don't know why they got the mindset of, you was beefing with somebody on the streets. Whatever you did in the streets, that shit don't stop once you come into the penitentiary. That shit don't stop once you come into the system. Motherfuckers ain't gonna forgive or just be like, oh yeah, man, you know, you had knocked off my brother 5 years ago, but since we both locked up, we're gonna be brothers and friendly friends. No, it don't work like that, man. If I catch you, I'ma stretch you. So now, when he come through the jail, he already know his name ringing. He got COs in compliance, couple of bros is checking for him, couple of the dudes down there that's breaking the law, they tagged in with him. But you gotta also understand, just as big as he is, the opposition is that big too. So the dudes that they going to war with, they got pulled over to jail too. They got COs that's working with them. They got bros that's tagging in with them. They got soldiers that's trying to get down with them, and they recruiting over to jail. So now Razor come through, he ends up falling on the tail. Now when he falls on the tail, he got a couple of, I ain't gonna say homeboys, but he got a couple of allies that's from the west side that know his OG, so they more so embrace him, throw him up under the wing. So now, when they put him up under the wing, the dudes that he locked in with, they old timers, they lifers. So they basically run a program down to him. Look, shorty, my man Ray go grab you a banger for real. Boom, they give him some steel. Look, man, this way you sleeping at over here. Anything else you need, they give him some grass. Make sure he got some commissary, some snacks, some food. They give him a fresh outfit. Look, shorty, you know you good. You know you part of the family, but be on your P's and Q's because we got people over here too. That shit ain't stop.
My fault, Marv. I had to check my dinner, man. I'm also Chef Boy LV right now. Yo, Cal, what it do? What it do? People inconsiderate. They don't think about others, and they can't handle stress for real. When you put someone under pressure deeper, and then shit end up effed up. Yeah. When I get my bread, I'ma cash app you, bro. They been watching you for a year. Watched all your stories. You got that shit, bro. Aquan, man, from the hub, bro. From the hub, you been locked in with us forever, man. Listen, man, that shit mean the world to me, man. Everybody that's locked in, just imagine, y'all. We on our way to 10,000 subscribers, man. After that, we going for the 20, 30, 50. And, you know, man, listen, we about a year away from hitting that 100,000 mark, God willing. So, everybody that's locked in, man, that been here since day one, I support y'all. Everybody that been locked in since y'all found the channel, man, I love and support y'all. We're family over here, yo. So, if y'all do want to support, though, man, anybody want to send something, $ stories with V. You know we got to hit a little target to see if we can raise a little 40 ball tonight. $ stories with V if y'all rocking with the kid. But, yeah, though, yo, we got to learn how to check up on people, yo, because like you say, you going off and hanging that motherfucker in your bar show, that's crazy. And it probably was the littlest thing that sent her over the edge. She probably like, man, I can't deal with this shit no more. Fuck it, I'm going through whatever I'm going through in my life, man. I'm ready to put this motherfucker through it. And she went with a move. That's crazy, though. And that's why, yo, certain shit, yo, when we get the 20-minute videos back, shit, man, listen, today was 15. You know, it all depends on how the storyline is, you know what I mean? That's But trust and believe, man, it is not easy to sit and talk to a screen with nobody to respond to for 20 some odd minutes, man. It's definitely a challenge. So, you know, it's all about where my mind is when I'm telling the story, finding the vibe, finding and keeping that pace, but trying to still keep that cliffhanger and so forth and so on. You feel me? Shorty name was Afeni Mohammed. Damn, that's crazy. It wasn't right, but these managers and bosses never had the power, so they abused that shit. Real shit, yo, and that's why I noticed you gotta be careful who you give power to, yo. You gotta be careful who you give power to because everybody not built to handle. Some people take advantage of just a little bit of authority, man, and that's when they get that authority complex. You feel what I'm saying? True, I respect and understand it, bro. Right, then you gotta understand, trust, how many people you know went a year and 5 months, day for day, gave you a video every day, and for the first year I did 3 videos in one. You get what I'm saying? So, like, man, when I talk to people that's in the space, they like, shorty, you don't even know how dominant you is. You don't even know how hard it is for a person to stay consistent for a year and 5 months. Just imagine how many people you see that don't drop a video every day. Then let alone I'm giving you 3 stories in one video, not just one story. I'm giving you 3 all in one stroke. So If I would have bust all that year worth of 3 stories down and just did 1 story, it would have been double the content. But I'm not selfish. I want to please my audience. You feel what I'm saying? So it's all about catching the algorithm and knowing exactly what you're doing with it. You feel me? You got to bring the 3 pieces more. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to take it into the form of short stories, short films, short movies. I'm trying to get those good 13, 14 to 20-minute clips. You feel what I'm saying? Like the big dogs are doing. But I'm trying to deliver that shit like a blockbuster movie. I'm trying to deliver that shit like a Netflix clip. You feel what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm getting the studio together, getting all the equipment that I need. I done invested in the camera. That's why I be telling y'all, man, anybody that do support, I reinvest. You feel what I'm saying? Anything that I do, my dream right here, I know this shit gonna blow. I know what I'm destined to do with this. So I invest in myself. I buy equipment. I buy a laptop, lights, cameras, lenses, memory card, things like that. So, you know what I mean? And I'm self-made. I'm self-independent. I don't got no sponsors, no big partners. Everything I do is strictly from me and the support that I do get from my support system. Stories all hit. Yeah, no question, man. No question. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to do my part, man. You feel what I'm saying? Do my part, deliver some good content, man. Deliver a good story. Be able to get you through that work day. Be able to get you through that 20, 25 minutes gym session. You lay back, come home after a rough day, man. Roll you up one. Go ahead, lay back after you done hop in the shower. Pop on that video. Get you a good 15-minute laugh or 15, 20 minutes of good excitement. And go ahead and you on to the next. You feel what I'm saying? That's all, man. I'm just trying to do my part. And I'm trying to get it the way as though I got a good body of work. I got a good, almost got damn near 1,200, 1,300 videos, man. So I'm just trying to respect the progression from the jail, back wall to the new joint on the video, shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? From going from a regular backdrop to actually learning how to download the software to actually, how many people don't even learn how to develop their craft. They rather just pay somebody else to do it. No, I don't want to pay nobody else to do it. I want to learn how to do it because all this shit is a part of my story, bro. When I get that 1,000,000 subscriber plaque, when I'm getting 20, 30, $40,000 a day, when I'm making that $120,000, $200,000 a month, I'm gonna remember all the hard work that I put in them long nights, them lonely nights, learning how to work this software, learning how to work this app, learning how to adjust this, like looking up the definition of what this means, so forth and so on. Niggas don't put in the grind. Niggas just want to be famous. I want to be successful. I'm in this shit for the long haul. I'm not in this shit because it's cool, it's a trend. I've been doing this shit before everybody jumped on this shit. I've been chose to be my own independent. I've been chose to be my own collaboration. You feel what I'm saying? My own empire. I didn't wait till now the world saying it's cool to do what you genuinely like to do. No, I've been doing that shit. So like I said, I'm gonna continue to pray, work, hustle, and follow the blueprint that I'm laying down and following the blueprint of those that came before me that are doing it at the highest level. That's all. Respectable grind, I got. Hey, bro, salute, D. AD, salute, baby. Yo, V, since you've been online, have you had to cut off some bros? Fuck no. Anybody that will have something negative to say about me chasing a dream that's gonna possibly make us millions of dollars and have you on a yacht and courtside at a basketball game, if you got a problem with that, get the fuck away from me because you have something wrong with you. I tell people that all the time. If I'm telling you I'm chasing a dream that's gonna have us being able to buy mansions and put our fucking kids in private school and you go against that shit, get the fuck away from me. Your thought process ain't even right, nigga. Fuck you being selfish. You motherfucking ain't sharp up top. The same way a motherfucker pitch those $15, $20 fucking come ups, the same way you pitch those $200, $300 connect robberies and shit. I'm telling you, I'm finding a way to get us motherfucking multi-millions, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, I found a way to make sure the grandkids eat, nigga. I'm talking about we got some shit that's intellectual property, nigga. I done found a way to monetize some shit that for the rest of my life and my son's life and his son's life, we gonna get paid every motherfucking month on the 21st, nigga. And the bigger I get, the more views I get, nigga, the more money I make. My very first video could make me more money than the video I made yesterday, 6 months from now, 10 months from now. So you gotta think about this shit for the long haul, bro. A lot of people come in this shit and they just want the glitz, the glamour, and the fame. And I told you I'm a man. Men don't get told what the fuck to do. You're not gonna tell me what I can't do, nigga. I done been there and done that shit. I done stood out on the block. I done went through the system. I done sat in the back of the car. I done sat in that cell. I done called that phone and ain't nobody answer. I done went and motherfucking had asking niggas to put together bail money and niggas gave me their ass to kiss. Nigga, fuck you if you ain't supporting me chasing my dream, nigga, fuck you. And if you feel some type way, nigga, lock in and we can bump. And a lot of niggas don't be trying to bump. And you'll be a fucking duck to wanna bump me about my dream, nigga. Go bump them niggas that be kicking you up your ass, nigga, that be talking to you crazy as shit in the streets. Don't wanna get cute with me, nigga, when you got real niggas in the street that disrespect you. And sometimes that's the mindset you gotta give to a motherfucker to let them know what it is, you feel me? No, for real. Hold on, y'all. Let me check this chicken.
Dudes that was getting knocked off for crimes in the street that were part of both sides and both organizations, once they come into the system, if they spot the opposition, they still trying to get their 1-2 off. So if you catch a nigga that you was beefing with on the streets, and he in the child hall, I got this big ass yeah on me, shit, you know, may the best man win. And it was going on like that over the jail too. So not only was it bodies falling in the street, it was bodies falling over the jail too, because a motherfucker looking at it like, man, I know, and this is another thing too, I know you only tough on the streets. I know you only tough when you around your homeboys. I know you only tough when you got a crowd with you. But now guess what? You done came into this system and we done removed all that shit from you. All you got is your heart, your hands, and if you willing to push that. But most dudes, if you ain't willing to fight, you damn sure ain't willing to push, because that's still combat. It's a difference from cracking at a nigga and you across the street, you ain't even gotta watch the body fall. When you are inside of a cell, you inside of close quarters, and you really gotta go combat, gladiator sports. That shit a different breed. You gotta feel that man pulse. You gotta smell that. You know what I'm saying? That aroma, that blood that's on the floor. You gotta see every bit of the action and every emotion that goes into that action. And most dudes ain't willing to do that. So now when they get over to jail and they remove from all their tough guy antics or tough guy accessories, the real them get exposed. That's when they get over to jail. They want to be friendly with everybody. Oh man, no, I'll buy you this, I'll buy you. Huh, bro, you need another suit? No, I got a mantle. They trying to be generous to everybody. But when you was on the streets, you was saying F everybody, man. Niggas ain't on my level, real me, man. I ain't doing nothing for nobody. We grown men. But you get over to jail and now you scared. You got dudes that try to buy their way into protection, or they try to buy friends. Then you got dudes that try to lie their way into protection or lie their way into friends. Meaning you got dudes that lie, get over to jail. Yeah, man, you know, oh yo, I forgot, I seen you with my cousin before. Yeah, you know, Lord, take my brother. Like this wild shit, you feel what I'm saying? They just making up names, acting like they in the mix. They naming people that they don't know, but they know these guys off of social media. They know their names. So now you might be around a dude who can't call up town and get in contact with such and such, who you name it, but they taking you at face value, and ain't no gangster shit pop off, so you ain't been tested.
And it's so crazy, yo, that it's so crazy that we gotta have that type of thought process, bro. And it's so fucked up that that's even a thought or a comment that was brought up. And it's crazy, bro, because you wasn't the first person that asked me something like that. Like, damn, bro, now that you doing this, did you had to get into it with any of your homeboys and so forth and so on? I'm like, nah, but the process of, damn, that's how fucked up we is, yo. A motherfucker saying you do something that's productive, progressive, and that's, you know what I'm saying, that's some shit that's legitimate. First thing they want to do is debate and argue and try to talk you out of doing this shit. Dang, what happened to rooting for the home team? What happened to rooting for the men? What happened to pushing that shit? But soon as a nigga get booked and we over to jail, then that's when we politic. Boy, when a nigga come home and get my GED, boy, I'm gonna go to trade school, I'm gonna get my CDLs. Why we gotta wait till we over there to do the shit? When the nigga was, when I already had the game plan and the mindset on the streets. Come on, yo, we gotta flip that shit, man. And as a man, you can't let no motherfucker dictate what you do. You can't, bro. Because if you do that, you less than a man. You can't call yourself a man and another man dictate your emotions, your thought process, and your movements, man. And I don't care if that's down to the point where as though you looking at another motherfucker to validate what's cool. Like, damn, I can't be a cameraman because everybody else sell drugs. I can't hoop because everybody else robbing. No, nigga, if you want to hoop and be a cameraman, you do that. Man, but everybody else ain't doing it. I don't give a fuck. You set the tone, nigga. That's the type of mindset I'm in. I'ma set the tone. I'ma do this shit so swaggadocious and do this shit to the most outstanding level. I'ma have motherfuckers like, damn, yo, I knew I should have did that shit when V did it, man. I knew I should have supported that shit. Yeah, because now you see the progression. You heard what Doug say. All of a sudden they want to win with us, but ain't stand up in the trenches and all 10 with us. But now they see the chicken coming. Now they all up in their feelings. You feel me? They see that chicken coming, now they all up in their feelings. We yelling, fuck them niggas. You heard me? But me and mine, I love you. And like I tell you, man, I'm genuine. I ain't come on here with the thought process or the movement of being on some bluffing clown, kingpin, gangster, dope boy of the year. I run my city shit. No, nigga, if you run your city, nigga, man, get the fuck out of here. Imagine one nigga running this city and you able to do whatever you feel and be on it. And it don't work like that, man. And that's why when you see these guys from Chicago, Atlanta, Detroit, well, all around the world that talk this, they run they city shit. My nigga, do you know how reckless you sound? You saying you run a city and you right here bragging and boasting. Somebody in the street has been tapped your fucking head. But, you know, I wanted to come on here and be genuine, be authentic, tell organic stories, give some good entertainment, and build something that was going to last me a lifetime, man, to become one of the greatest to do it, man. I'm going to go down in the history books as one of the greatest storytellers that ever came to YouTube. Mark my words, man. I'm talking that shit. I'm speaking that shit into existence, bro. Just like how Mr. Ballin is, I'm going to be one of the most greatest and successful storytellers that ever bless YouTube, man. And YouTube bless me, you know. But, yeah, yo. That's the type of time I'm on right now, bro. Feet burning for foes lurking, yellow line don't cross the city, cold-blooded murder rate skyrocket. Thug life, tell him again, my true. Can't run the city and be easily accessible. There's no way in the world, my nigga. You gotta understand, if you do harm to a motherfucker, that shit is for life, nigga. If you a certified head tapping, nigga, that M1 game is for life. Ain't no forgiving, ain't no let them slide, ain't no scaredness, ain't no none of that shit. When you M1 a nigga, it's somebody in that nigga family that want that get back. And if they see you posted up somewhere freely and moving like you don't got a care in the world, somebody gonna come see about that shit, man. This 50 Cent scene be, rewrite that one. Rewrite that thug life. And all that shit don't get you nothing but hurt. Look at Lil Meech. He was in such a rush and he was just so fascinated with wanting to be a gangster and wanting to live like his father. And every time you turn around, he's showing the world and he should be showing himself, but he's so gone up the drugs, he don't even see the shit. He don't even see that he's so intoxicated and high up on life, this facade and the actual drugs. He don't even know that the streets not for him. He don't see nothing wrong with the shit that he be doing, from the airport to the back of the police car to any type of street encounter that he done had. As far as him and law enforcement, it always went bad from a street perspective. And he has still yet to realize, man, maybe the streets ain't for me. This is how much in denial a motherfucker be when they want something. This is how naive somebody be when they want something, bro. Nigga won't even realize and tell himself, like, man, this shit ain't for me, my nigga. My heart start racing every time I see him. I get scared. I'm saying loose shit. But it be the image that a motherfucker want to portray, the image that a nigga want to keep up. Bro, we know you ain't a gangster. You know you ain't a gangster. The world know you ain't a gangster. But you still are on this worldwide mission to prove to somebody that you a gangster. You'll never be your father, bro. You can be your father in a legal way. That's what we thought you was doing from the beginning. We thought you was man enough to say, man, I wasn't in the streets. My father did that shit. I'm going to make millions legally. But you got a little taste of some money, and the first thing you wanted to do was live a gangster life. Just like how Charleston White is. Charleston White said all that shit about rap. As soon as he got a little bit of money, he did everything that the rappers do, and then came out and confessed, oh, I just was bullshitting and I said all that shit because I was broke. And niggas still gave him a pass and let him slide for saying shit like that. Like, come on, bro. So that mean the world basically said we don't care about being lied to as long as the shit is entertaining. Come on, my nigga, we gotta do better, yo. Yo, brother, when you get out of prison. What do you mean when I get out of prison? I ain't in prison. Fuck prison. Yeah, fuck the can, free them guys, man. Yeah. Fuck the can, free my guys, man. Real shit. But yeah, man, that shit for the fucking birds, man. Niggas ain't doing shit over there but motherfucking dead time, man. You feel what I'm saying? Free all the ones that went for a cause, that went for trying to put the food on the table, went for some shit that really stood for something. These niggas be getting booked for 30 pills that they was holding. Niggas be getting booked for pills they was ready to get high with and shit. Whole time they catch the possession charge, get over to jail, talking about they call the CDS on the distribution. Like, come on, come on, thoughts on the overdoses in the city, man. That shit is rapping and wild, bro. And like I say, it's so fucked up that I don't even look at it as a crazy thing because this is some everyday shit. Not literally every day, but it's some everyday shit when you living in the city, man. When you coming from where I come from, you always used to seeing people OD. You might not be used to seeing 25 all in one stroke, but it's like, goddamn, but I mean, we gotta do better, yo, because whoever caught that batch, I know the plug told him, like, look, this shit here potent, man. Put a little something on it. But of course, niggas want to be entrepreneurs, man. I'm ready to let this shit fly raw, man. You gotta think from a hustler point of view. Niggas be trying to drop the sale so they can have the whole motherfucking neighborhood talking about who got that bomb. This is how vicious the drug game get, bro. This is how vicious the underworld get. You dropping a sale is like the ultimate compliment, and then people that are addicts, they gonna see the person OD and say, you know what, I want that batch, and they gonna tell themselves everything they need to tell them to say, man, I can handle it until they ass go out, and then when they wake up again, they gonna be right back down there because they fighting that beast, and that's a hell of a fight to fight, man. But it's like, man, that shit crazy, bro. We gotta do better, man. Somebody say that shit was hit with fucking antifreeze. Like antifreeze, bro. I've been seeing motherfuckers high all my life in Baltimore. Facts, bro. Facts, my nigga. And that's even sad. Hold it down.
Whatever the case may be, and they know these guys is dangerous, so they go off of them free shit in the pretense of we friends, we cool, you a gangster, I'm a gangster, shit, I'm gonna do right for the made men. Whole time you just trying to get them shit so y'all can act like friends so they don't put you first on the chopping block. Just wicked and wild little phony shit like that. So now Ray's over there, he locked on the lifers, he on deck, he got his weapon, he got his cell, he got his food, he tucked off. So now he start moving and grooving around the jail for real. He ends up locking in and book a little female CO. Now he bought her. She bringing the illegals through the grass, the strips, the brown, the bikes. He catching. Then he got a couple of, like I told you, dudes down there that's breaking law, but they just so happen to get jobs as COs. They bringing it through. They giving him extra food, whatever he need. They allowing him to shake and move around in jail to make his moves. But incident end up happening. He on the team, he on the phone, nigga end up cracking slick. He break the little nigga jaw with the phone. Now he